Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be part one of my makeup collection series. I've done these videos in the past. I've done it where I do it all at once and then they're super long, and then I've done it before where it's also broken down in categories. So I decided to do that this time around just because it was easier for me to film. If you guys have ever done an inventory video, it takes forever if you have a large collection like I do. So I am coming to you with workout clothes, dirty hair, but a full face of makeup. So if you can relate, leave a thumbs up. So like I said, this is going to be part one of this makeup inventory, and so I'm going to be talking about base products, if you will. So it's going to be primers, foundations, concealers, and face powders. I have my little spreadsheet here. The last time I did this inventory was in January of this year, so it's been 9 months since I started keeping track again. However, it seems like I went back on my posts and it looks like I posted it in March, but the actual inventory number-wise was done in January. So January 2019 through September 2019, and I am very happy to let you guys know that for the exception of 2 categories in my whole inventory, everything went down. So I'm very, very excited. If you guys watched my last inventory, I'll leave them linked. It was a 2-parter one. I was very upset. I felt like such a failure. It was just a very down video, so maybe you don't want to watch it, but in case you do, but I'll be comparing numbers here anyway. So real quick before I show you guys the footage, oh, another thing. I filmed this throughout, I think, 3 days, and sometimes I tried to separate my category, my items as much as I could, but then after filming a certain category, I would find like another item here or there. So I might say a number on this on the video, but then I'm also going to leave some annotations in case the number actually changed. I will leave it there. So I might have said I have 10 of something, but I actually have 11. You know what I mean? So things like that. So anyway, let's just get started. For face primers, last update in January, I had 21. And this time around, I have 15. So I have used up 7 primers. And remember, I also count the deluxe size samples as 1. So that could have been the case. Then for liquid foundations, I had 15 last update in January, and now I have 12. So I used up 3. Very happy about that number. Powder foundations, I only had 2, and I've only used up 1. I've thought about maybe using that last powder foundation so I can finish the year without any powder foundation, but I don't know if I'm going to do that, so we'll see. Concealers, I started out the year with 13, and right now I am down to 10. So I used up 3. Very, very happy. And remember, these items are not like new, brand new, unused. Some of them, of course, had plenty of usage before. And then last category for this video is going to be my face powders. I had 37 face powders starting the year, and right now I have 29, so I have used up 8. I'm going to do a little insert here. I forgot on my base products to include my setting sprays. So last update I had 5, and right now I have 2. You guys, if you guys follow me along, you guys know that I used up all those 5 setting sprays, and I ended up having to buy, well, I didn't have to buy, but I bought replacements because I was down to 0, and I bought 2 of the Too Faced Hangover RX setting sprays. So very, very happy with that category, with those numbers to start off my makeup collection video. I feel like I'm in a good spot, and that's it, guys. Let me show you guys the footage. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you guys stay tuned for part 2, which will be bronzers, blush, and highlighters. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Of course, going in order, I'm going to start with my face primers. I am very excited because I feel like I'm starting off on a really good note here. As of last update, I had 21 face primers, and now I am down to 14. So I'm very, very excited, and as you can see, most of them are deluxe size, so I should be going through them very, very fast. These 12 here on the side are brand new. I haven't used them, and then these 2 are currently in use in a project pan. So I have 2 from Cover FX, the anti-aging primer and the mattifying primer, a Smashbox primerizer, the Boscia Perfecting White Charcoal Mattifying Primer, the Makeup Forever Base Mattifying Primer, this Fenty Beauty one, I don't know what it's called, this Lancome, what is it called, Smoothing Instant Perfector, this little one, Blur Primer from Touche Éclat, the Smashbox Photo Finish. I'm not a big fan of this one, but I've used many samples before. 2 of the Hourglass Mineral Veil, and then this Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. I'm really interested in trying the one from e.l.f. because it's supposed to be a dupe for this one, but I haven't even tried that one, so it's pointless for me to try it or really buy it. And then this one right here, this one is from Milk Makeup, and this is the Blur Stick Primer. And this one is from Maybelline, the Master Prime Hydrating and Smoothing Primer. For my foundations, I used to have 15, and right now I have, what is it? 12. Sorry, looking at my computer. I have 12, so that means that I have used up 3, almost 4. This one's not quite finished. This was in my most recent project pan, and I haven't really used it since then. After that project pan finished, I went on vacation, and then after my vacation, I was on a staycation, so I haven't really been wearing makeup, so I haven't really been using it. But this should be done no problem, and then I'll be down to 11, so I'm very excited. They're all full size, unfortunately, but except for this one. This is a little sample one from Makeup Forever, the Ultra HD foundation. I've never tried this foundation before, but I know it was really popular a while back, so that's this one. And then I have this like potted Tarte foundation. This is the Hybrid Gel foundation. Never used it. Then this one from BH Cosmetics, this one from CoverGirl, Marc Jacobs, Anastasia, and Tarte. These 2 are stick foundations. And then I have this palette here from e.l.f. This is in the light medium foundation. And I have been using this for a little bit. As you guys can see, I've kind of only swatched these 2. I try to use this one as a contour because it's a little too dark. And then I hit pan on this lightest shade and this kind of like medium shade. This is a little bit too pink, so I kind of have to mix and match colors in this one, but hopefully this is one of the products that I can get out of next year. So maybe that's one that I can finish, but so far 12 foundations. I'm very, very happy with that number. For powder foundations, I have 1, and last update I had 2. So I did finish 1 in a project pan. I think it was in my A to Z project pan. And this is the last one that I have. This is the Urban Decay Naked Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. I love this powder foundation. This is my favorite one that I've tried. This is in the color Light Warm. And I had purchased 3 or 4 of these a couple of years ago when they became discontinued. I don't know if they just redesigned them or they were just discontinued completely, but I really enjoyed it. This is one of the products that I actually purchased from when I finished my hashtag 365 days of samples. I used a sample of this and I loved it. So when I saw that they were like 50% off at the Urban Decay website, I purchased about, like I said, 3 or 4. And this is the last one. I'm very sad. I need to check to see if they actually got rid of it or if they just kind of like changed the packaging and they decided to redesign the product. But I love this powder foundation. I think it's great. It's not cakey. It looks very natural, has really nice coverage, and it looks very natural on the skin. Like I said, it doesn't look powdery or anything. I love it. I kind of wanted to use it up this year so I could have 0 by the beginning of next year, but I love it so much I kind of want to savor it. So I don't know if I'm going to be using it later on this year, the rest of the year, or I'm going to save it till next year, but we'll see. I hope this lighting is a little bit better. Of all days that I decide to film, it's cloudy today and the sun keeps coming in and out, and it's just, I'm having issues with lighting. But anyway, this is the concealer category. Last update, I had 10 concealers. These 2, of course, are in a project pan. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is very close to my skin tone, so if I want to use it for my under eyes, it doesn't really brighten. So I did purchase this Maybelline Stay Matte Concealer. And I did mention this in one of my no-buy updates. So if you guys keep up with that, you guys would have known. So this is like the lightest shade that there is. I can't even tell the shade. But I use this to mix it with this one, just because these concealers are not light enough to use to highlight under my eyes. So Anyway, so these are the two that I have currently in use. These are brand new. This one my sister sent me. She got it in gratis from Sephora. She sent me a package for my birthday with a bunch of stuff, and it had a few cosmetics that she had gotten in gratis. It came with this one, and then an eyeshadow palette. I believe it was the gingerbread palette. No, it was the sweet peach palette. Yes, there was a sweet peach. So this comes with like three like highlights, not highlights, but like concealer-ish type, a contour, a highlighter, and then like 3 shades for like concealing. So that's this one. So that's 3 here. Then I have the erase paste. I purchased it before it got discontinued, so it's been a while. Haven't used it. Then this one from Marc Jacobs. These 2 from Ulta Beauty. Really like these concealers from Ulta. And then I have a little sample here from the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This might be a little bit too dark for me, but I have this lightest one to help me lighten it up a little bit. So I'm happy. This is another category that went down by 3. And then I'm just gonna include the setting sprays here in this category, might as well. I have 2 setting sprays here. Last time I had 5, and now I have just these 2. And actually they were deluxe size samples, so I went through those very, very quickly. And then I had no setting spray at all whatsoever until these went on sale at Macy's. They were 50% off, and then plus there was like a 10% offer on cosmetics or something like that, and free shipping. So I ended up repurchasing this setting spray just because I really did enjoy it, and I got it, both of them, for less than the price of one. So very, very happy. Why did the color change? There, a little bit better. So this one's currently in a project pan, and then this one is it's my backup, and that's all I have.